Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I would do a monthly reset. I know I said I wasn't going to do monthly resets really this year, but I changed my mind because I felt like for this month I really wanted to do a monthly reset. They kind of helped me appreciate the good things about my month more, if that makes sense. I feel like, if you've been watching my channel, then you know that like for 2024 I've been struggling with my mental health a little bit. I've been like kind of depressed, so I feel like that was a big reason why I didn't want to do resets anymore, because I just felt like I was setting goals that I genuinely didn't want to be held accountable for, like I didn't want to feel bad about myself if I didn't do them. But now I'm in a place where I'm like kind of ready to like set goals for this month and like kind of get back on track almost. I'm not going to be going through like last month's goals like I usually do, but I am going to be setting goals for August. And reflecting on the month of July and doing my usual like list of reset stuff. I have added like various cleaning tasks onto this list throughout this year. I added washing my comforter on there, changing my sheets. I do that more than just once a month, but I have decided that I want to make sure that I do everything at the same time, like during the reset. That way, if I forget to do things for whatever reason, I know that I at least did it my last reset, if that makes sense. I have like vacuuming my room on that list, dusting, just like cleaning my room in general. I'm washing my comforter and pillows now. I already changed my sheets. I showered, that's why my hair is all wet. And then I cleaned my bathroom, which was another thing that is on my list for monthly reset. I'm really, really terrible at remembering to clean my bathroom. That is the one thing that I'm just like bad about. So I do spot clean my bathroom. Like I don't always clean it all in one go, but I wanted to add it onto my reset list so that I make sure that at least once a month the entire bathroom is getting like deep cleaned, so I know that I did it. Because spot cleaning is great, but the only problem with it is like you see one thing, you're like, I'm going to clean that. And then if you see another thing, you like make a note in the back of your head to clean that and then forget. At least I do. So I wanted to make sure that I was doing that. I really needed to clean my shower because I feel like I keep forgetting to clean the shower. And I did that. So I'm very happy. But yeah, so I added that on my list because I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting that like deep cleaned every month to try to kind of like build up better cleaning habits. And also I just feel like I get more and more forgetful the older I get. I know I'm only 23, but I'm so much more forgetful now than I was like even 2 years ago. So I'm trying to make just like life as easy as possible for me to remember to do like the big stuff. Y'all, it's time for that portion of my vlog. I haven't done a reset in so long that I just forget what I'm supposed to say. It's time for that portion of my reset. I've got my July recap and my August cover page. I did little stingrays for my August cover page and I'm so excited. I think it turned out super cute. I want to get new markers because I only have my like felt tip like fine markers really. Which one doesn't have a lot of color options and two isn't the best for coloring. So I think for my birthday I'm gonna ask for like art supplies. But anywho, so in the month of July I honestly did not watch that much. I started the show SWAT and I am currently in season 2 of that. I like to rate it in my journal from like a 5-star system. So I gave that 5 stars because I'm super into it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, like it's not a favorite of mine, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Then obviously, if you watched my Summerween vlog, you know that I was watching Scooby-Doo because they put the cartoon on Netflix. I gave that a 4 star. I feel like you can't rate that any lower. It's just a classic. Then I counted this as watched because I have been watching it, not listening to it. I've been really into the Dropouts podcast this month. I've watched like at least 4 episodes. I think it's been more though. I think it's more like 5 or 6. And I gave that 5 stars as well. So that's pretty much all I've been watching this month. I did finish 2 books this month, which is like amazing because I looked on my Goodreads and the last time I finished a book was in like May. So this is very exciting. So I read Squad, which is a graphic novel, and I'll put it here because I forget who it's by. And I give that 4 to 5 stars. It was really fun. It was like, the description said it was like Teen Wolf mixed with Pretty Little Liars, I believe. But I more got like Teen Wolf mixed with Jennifer's Body. I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely check it out if that's like your jam. But I kind of just picked it up on a whim. Like it was just like available in my library and I was like, this looks kind of fun. And I really liked it. Then I finally finished Counting the Cost by Jill Duggar. This is like her memoir about like her family. It was super interesting. I gave Counting the Cost 3 out of 5 stars. I have a really hard time like rating memoirs and like nonfiction kind of, because it's like, how do you rate somebody's experience, you know? But I felt like 3 stars was fair. It was like exactly what I was expecting for the book. Like from the book, it was very interesting, but there was also parts that I'm like, I don't really care. That sounds like so bad, but overall it was a good read. It took me a really long time to get through though, which is why it gets a 3 star, because I feel like I must have started that book in like February or something. Like I feel like it's been a while and it took me like a really long time to get through it. So, but that's not necessarily the book's fault. I've just like have not been that into reading lately. So, but yay for finishing 2 books. That's like so exciting. Drew a little golf club, a little like Topgolf thing, because I went to Topgolf twice in July and it's like on my list of things I wanted to do in 2024 was go to Topgolf. I've been wanting to go for a while and nobody would go with me, and finally I went with my friend and it was so much fun. We went twice. We had a really good time, so I had to give special attention to that this month because it was on my little bucket list. And I'm like, I love going to Topgolf now. Like I'm like in my golf era, super fun. So then on the same note, I also put that in my monthly faves. And then my other monthly faves, peppermint tea. I have been so into peppermint tea lately because I'm trying to drink more tea, obviously, because it's very good for you. Peppermint tea specifically is supposed to be really good for hormonal acne, and hormonal acne is like the acne that I get, so it's supposed to be really good for that. So I've been trying to make an effort to drink that more. Like tea in general, I've been making an effort to just drink tea more all around, but this month I was like specifically focusing on peppermint tea because it's supposed to be good for that. I was also learning a lot about the different types of teas this month and like what type of tea is good for what. It was very interesting. I kind of fell on like a research rabbit hole one night, and it's been very beneficial. And I have noticed a difference for various things when I use tea, like to combat like acne or bloatedness or like to calm down. I have noticed that they do what the internet says they do, if that makes sense. So then I also put the Dropouts podcast in my monthly faves because that has definitely been a fave for me this month. It's really hard for me to get into podcasts and I can't just listen to them. I need to watch them too, otherwise I lose interest. And the Dropouts podcast is one of the only podcasts that has ever been able to hold my attention. So that's saying something. Then I also put in monthly faves those videos where 4 people are actors and 1 person is telling the truth, and you have to guess who the person who's telling the truth is. Okay, I know this is on like Kevin, I think Langhew's channel, but I've also been watching like other channels do it too, and I have just been super into those videos. They're always like half an hour long, and I like love guessing things. Like my criminal minds brain just like gets really excited, so I've been having a lot of fun watching those videos and like trying to guess who's who, and they're usually funny, like because everyone is like kind of a comedian, especially if it's from like Kevin's channel. So I've been having a really fun time watching those. And then I put AO3 because I I'm just on my fanfiction grind lately, okay? And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Me a few years ago would be ashamed. Me now, I don't care. I put, for my other monthly fave, I put Buck and Eddie down from 911. If you know, you know. And if you don't need to know. Save yourself. Don't. Just save yourself and don't figure out what it is. Overall, I feel like the month of July, it was a good month. Started off really well. I did a lot within like the first week, and then I didn't really do that much within like the middle of the month because it was like so hot that it was like all I wanted to do was complain about how hot it was. Yeah, but it's like the month as a whole was a pretty solid month. And I feel like, and this is why I already said that I wanted to start doing monthly reflections again, because I feel like it helps me to be more appreciative. Because it helps me to be more appreciative of my life and of the different things I've done that month, and like look back on like happy memories. And again, because I've been struggling so much with my mental health and like depression specifically this year, I really want to get back to focusing on the good. So that's why I wanted to get back to doing monthly resets and reflections and everything. This whole year, I almost feel like I've been in a fog in a way. I've done a lot of fun things this year, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there have been a lot of moments where I've been just like in a fog where I just like blink and then like weeks have passed and I feel like I haven't really done anything. But again, healing's not linear. Mental health isn't linear. Like it comes and it goes. Like that's just totally normal. But I feel like I'm in a place now where I'm like feeling better for more of the time, if that makes sense. Like overall, I'm feeling better. The year started off pretty rocky for me, and I just had to deal with that. I had to take my time to mourn certain things, and I don't like to get into specifics because I'm not trying to put anyone on blast here. That's just like not the energy that I want on this channel. I also don't really like to give negative, like I don't want to give negative people any more attention, than they already have. I think the best revenge is to just stop thinking about those people and just like make them irrelevant to you. So that's kind of how I handle things. But I did just want to touch on the mental health aspect of it a little bit, because that stuff is what led to me struggling with my mental health. But yeah, I definitely struggled at the beginning of the year, which is why this whole year has been like a little rough for me. But I'm also very proud of myself because I feel like I've not let it get me down. I could have just like wallowed, and I didn't really wallow. Yes, I had my days where I was sad, but I still did a lot this year. Like I put myself out there, I did things that I wanted to do, like I tried new things, like I didn't let it like affect me really or stop me. And I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, so it's like it's hard for me to talk about just July, because I feel like July was the end of like a culmination of months, if that makes sense. It was like July was like that month. This month I just feel like I not finished healing, because you're never really done healing, but I feel like I made a huge step, and now I'm like feeling a lot better mentally and like ready to like feel good for the next months of the year moving forward. I did really good this month with health, like physical health, like drinking more tea, eating my vitamins every day, having more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water, stretching. Like I just made a conscious effort to prioritize my physical health and like really focus on it, which is not something I feel like I had been doing for the rest of the year. So that obviously I want to continue that into the next month. I want to establish more of a workout routine. We'll get to like the rest of my monthly goals later, but so obviously that is something I want to continue. I think for what didn't work, I definitely spent a lot of time in my room, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think I should get out a little bit more. Listen, I'm a room person, I'm a house person. I like to be alone in my space. But I think sometimes with me, it does reach the point where I need to force myself to go out and do something, because otherwise I will get sad, So I think those are the two big things that worked and didn't work. other than that, there's not like a whole lot, I feel like, of note of this month, but I'm okay with that. I feel like it's really nice to have like more of a relaxing business as usual sort of month. All right, so the first goal on here that I always put on here is to pay my credit bill before whatever the first of the next month is. You guys know that if you've been watching my channel for a while. That always goes on here because otherwise I will just forget. Then the next one, I said I want to establish a yoga and meditation routine. I have been off and on with this year. Like some weeks I've been really good with it, and then some weeks I don't do it at all. I really want to get on like more of a schedule. It doesn't have to be crazy, but I think I do feel better mentally, physically, and emotionally when I take the time to like do yoga and stretch and meditate like at least once a week. Like it's pretty easy, so I want to just establish more of a like routine that I follow. Then my goal, hit 675 subscribers. We can do it. Like, we're not far. That might be kind of lowballing it, but it's like only the 25th right now, so it was like I wasn't really sure what to set just because it's a little bit in the future. So I don't know, maybe I'll change that. But the next one is to hit 2,000 watch hours. I'm almost there. I'm at like 1.7k watch hours, so I feel like that's reasonable. I feel like we can hit 2,000 watch hours in August. That will be very exciting. And the next one I have is to get back into a skincare routine. This one I really need to do. I have been really bad about my skincare for the entire month of July. I have been good about it this year, but bad about it for July, just because it was like so hot that I just like, I know this is like what I've been saying but it's like a valid excuse for me. When I'm like hot and uncomfortable and it's humid, I just like don't have the energy to do anything but like lay there and be miserable. Is it productive? No. Is it helpful? No. But that's what I do. So now that it's like getting into August and the nights are back in the 60s and it's cooling down, I feel like there's no excuse for me to not re-establish a skincare routine. So that is on there for August. Then I also have another video hit 1k views. So I feel like that would be really fun. I have quite a few now actually that are over 1k, but sometimes I like to set like video goals and like view goals. And since I haven't done a monthly reset in a while, I thought it would be fun. That's on there. And then the last one I had is to establish a workout routine. I put that separate from the yoga because for me they are separate. Yoga and stretching and meditation is probably going to be more frequent than my workout routine is going to be, if that makes sense. So I put those as separate things, but those are my goals. I don't like to set a whole lot because I don't want to overwhelm myself to the point where you've got like 20 things on your list. Like, you're just, at least for me, it's like I'm realistically not going to do all those, so why would I set myself up for failure? That is my monthly reset. We haven't done one of these in so long, it's so weird, but that's my monthly reset. Those are my thoughts on the month of July and kind of like a little bit about just the year in general. And then these are my goals for August moving forward. I'm very excited to see what the rest of the year has in store, but also because we're approaching my favorite time of year. August is my birthday month, and then we get to fall, which is my absolute all-time favorite season. I adore the entirety of fall. I start celebrating Halloween. Well, I've been celebrating it all year, but I usually put up my Halloween decorations on my birthday weekend as a present to myself. So I officially start celebrating Halloween during that weekend. So I'm very excited. I love the fall. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the fall too. I've got a wedding. My sister's coming to visit. I've got family members coming to visit literally next week. So there's a lot of fun things I feel like going on at the end of the year. So I'm really excited. And then also, like, who doesn't love Christmas? It's the most wonderful time of the year. So I just feel like the second half of the year is just so much better than the first half, in my opinion. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. I don't know, but that's how I feel. So I'm just very excited. I'm very ready for those months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below and be sure to subscribe for more content if you're not already. It helps out my channel a lot. It makes me very, very happy. Comment down below what your goals are going into the month of August, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with another video. Later, Gators. Bye.